Today, I want to start a two-part project. I want to convert this forest into a mega mining base, including all sort of things ranging from mining operations to automatic machines. For the first part of this project, I want to create a diamond mine, a building which will allow me to descend into the depths of the world to gear up while also storing the materials I gather along the way. The second part will be building an open mine filled with farms and an even bigger storage for it all. If you don't want to miss when I finish this project, make sure to subscribe, and while you're at it, leave a like. Even though I've divided today's project into two parts, we still have so much to do, and especially considering I'm still in Iron Gear. So that's going to be my first problem to try and solve. And to do that, I want to set up my proper mining area, and I need a few blocks. So let's head down in our temporary mine for now. As there's no tuff here. Did I uncover any more? No tuff. I do need deep slate eventually, so I'm just gonna start mining this way and hopefully find some. I mean, eventually I'll hit tough right. Oh, when you start talking about it. Perfect. Now we can gather it up, because I am still so addicted to the tough blocks that came out in 1.21. And no more pickaxe. I didn't expect to have to mine so much deep slate, but that's a fair bit of tough, and I definitely have more here. Also uncovered a little bit of a sneaky diamond, but I'm gonna save that there until I get fortune, which hopefully won't be too soon. Wait, hold up. Which hopefully will be soon. There we go. Combined with the tough I already have, I don't think I'll have quite enough for today, but maybe. Oh, this base has a little flaw. I don't have a project box. Guess these barrels are my project boxes now. We'll use up the rest later. For now, I've crafted down the things I'll be needing for now, at least. Do I have any? Oh, I do have some cobblestone laying around. I want to turn a few of those into stairs, but keep the rest as cobble. How much spruce do I have? Not that much. We're definitely gonna have to gather some more of that, and maybe... Oh, this could make me the barrels I'll need. And I'm gonna need 20 of those. Let's see if we can sort out our spruce shortage. I want to use these, but I think I need to raise these one, as I think they're having a little bit of a hard time growing here. I want to build them up here just because I don't want bloodstone on the ground below. Yeah, that is good. I already had like 16 stripped spruce logs, so I'm gonna get another like 40, and that should be enough for now. With those, hopefully cutting down the rest of this tree will be enough wood for the rest of the blocks I need. So while we wait for the leaves to decay a bit more, let's bring out some rooted dirt, and if we just bone meal the bottom of this, we are able to get ourselves a bunch of it. Final things crafted up here, and let's move this over to the build site. Materials delivered, and I quickly just want to set up a little cow pen, as it's gonna help me getting my enchanting set up here in a little bit, and make it so that I don't have to wait later. Because I usually just wait until I'm actually making the enchanting table, and then I have to sit around for a couple of minutes waiting for cows to grow up. Got one cow right here, and I think there's a few just over this little hill. Any more to make it start up even faster? Oh yeah, here we have a couple. Now we just bury these up once, and I'll be back here ever so often to bury them up again. And I can get to dig it, so I need to clear away a little bit of terrain here for our building. Just about completed that with the help of my shovel, and I'm out of iron, so I'll have to restock on that before I can make another one. Bringing out our coarse dirt now, let's just fill in the floor. Definitely wouldn't mind coming back in here with some dirt and maybe some rooted dirt later on, but for now, let's just cover all of it. For the first part of this build here, I want to come in with the same block palette that I used back on the starter base foundation, then continue with the same block palette to bring up the other 3 walls. Or well, there are more than 3 walls, but you get what I mean. And there's also some that aren't really completed, as I want another foundation block over here, which I don't have my hands on yet. So just gonna leave that open, and this is also gonna go into another little section over here, because I might have gone a little big with this mine, and for a second episode, very big. But it's fine, it's fine. I did with these walls, however, start on a little walkway up there. So I want to just come in here with some chisel tough, and bring in some regular. Let's see, where's my bricks, bringing that down something like that, and then coming up with this as the walkway, and then some tough brick stairs right here to get ourselves up there. To just finish extending this up even further, I want to go up 2 more there, and then this should just go into a door somewhere around there. I'm aware all this looks like a mess right now, but I do believe it will make sense eventually, as I'm thinking this is going to be a walkway up. This goes up into a regular entrance, and over here, maybe we extend in one of those like cranes I've got over there to just winch stuff up to a 2nd floor storage. That could be cool. I've added in our roof in here now, and I've added in some stairs to connect the beams and slabs more to the walls, and I do like the more supported feel to that. Now, to really embrace this cellar feeling, I want to bring out our hanging roof. Let's see, our barrel scaffolding. We can bring out our campfire, some oak trap doors, and basically the rest of the stuff. First of all, some levers right here to just arch that off a little bit. Then it makes sense for us to have a little like door. Nope, that's gonna be the wrong way, because you probably would want to close this place up and you're not here because I don't know, maybe people will come and loot it. This is also big enough for a horse to come in here, so this little area I want to dedicate to that. Bringing up 2 layers of spruce trap doors before topping off with some oak. Torch right in there, and barrels right around here. Just gonna use some temporary dirt so I don't waste too many of them. There, don't need those. Crafting table, and yeah, just need more of this now. More of this added in now, and let's create a little shelf in the back here. We'll alternate our trap doors just a little bit so that we can fit some stuff on this, and we'll use a temporary barrel, or actually maybe not even temporary, we can have one up here. Ooh, details. Let's use some gray candles down here and a flower pot up there. Maybe should have a different color, but it's fine. To cover this wall, I want to use I'd like that to place the other way. Just gonna remove it, and we'll do that. And please don't take durability. It took durability. Can I? Aha, maybe not the most efficient way, but it works. Over here, let's bring out 1 spruce stair, and I do think I brought with me a few powered rails. Right, button, or dark oak button, and one of those right there. We'll do a dark oak button there. And this is going to be my entrance into the mines. A little hidden here in the back corner, but I do think that's going to be really nice. And I want to use some soul campfires in here eventually, although I don't plan on going to the nether today, so that's a future edition. Ooh, and we need our hanging roots a little bit everywhere here throughout the roof. It's gonna be moist, not a health code violation, definitely not, but isn't this cozy? For now, I kind of just ended off the details over here, as I want to bring in a little like armory, or well, tools area where you can prepare to go down into the mines. And then I also eventually want to bring this down into a more practical storage for me. But future stuff, future stuff. As for now, I need to get more iron so that we can get enough rails to actually go down into the mines. So let's hop on my horse and head off to the Savannah Mountain to get my hands on a bunch of iron for our rails. And quite a while up here now, and got 3.5 stacks of iron. Back home, throwing those under a fan and crafting up a bunch of rails. Since the next step is to get powered rails, I want to attempt finding a cave, and to cross off 2 birds with 1 stone, I'm digging down the railway tunnel. At least the way down works, so let's start looking for a cave. Hearing some lava, I soon found one to explore. Back from our adventure, I didn't grab up too much ore. I grabbed some lapis, but mainly I looked for gold, and then I left a bunch of ore just laying around until we get fortune. Now, I did plan on saving this gold because I want like a bell tower in the mining area eventually, but it doesn't really make sense for them to make a gold bell tower, as that feels very just expensive for no reason, and I forgot the sticks. So I might make a copper one instead and just use all the gold now with no worry, because I won't be needing it right now. Let's see, a stack and 8. That's a fair bit. Will it be enough though? Now I've done the track in a way where I'd like to place 3 rails on each one of these, and that should hopefully be enough to get me up and down, but I'm worried I'm not really gonna have enough to do this. But I don't think I can skip out on any really, as it probably won't work anymore then. We'll see. We'll add in 3 now all the way down to our iron level, and then from there we'll try out maybe skipping on a few. Right, let's see if this first of all works. Oh, okay. Didn't even get from the first one. That might though be because it's an instant uphill. So let's try that again. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to skip out on any of these. Preferably I'd add in even more, but yeah, no, I think we're going to have to stick like it is. Although it does get faster as we go up. It's very nicely up here. Nice. All right, let's go back down. I've already gone the majority of the way, considering it's about 100 blocks to get down to the deep state level. But I don't think the 24 rails I have left is going to be quite enough. Okay, this is how far we got. How far is it to the bottom now? Okay, it's a few more turns. Not too many. Okay, there's a bunch left. I need probably another like half a stack of rails, maybe. Right, I guess we head down and... Ooh, no, we don't. I'm missing a shield. Let's go get a new shield before we head down into a cave again. Back at the surface, I had a bit of an idea where I've already got enough sugarcane to get myself enough bookshelves. Then I definitely have the diamond. So if we craft up a diamond pickaxe and... Ooh, first diamond pickaxe. We need to see if we can get enough leather. I do think, however, that leather is going to be a little limiting factor at the moment, as my cows, they really haven't grown up that much yet. And there's not that many of them because I have not been breeding them too much. So instead, what if we go out on a little murdering spree? Exciting. Cows are all in vain. As I really just want to get my hands on a fortune pickaxe, I need to make a shield. That's the whole reason I went up in the first place. Shield acquired. Now we can go hunt for some animals. Not that I think they'll hit back, but if there is mobs... Is it cruel to kill? Yeah, I can't kill its own kind when I'm riding it. Yeah, no, that would be cruel. Right, looted about the poorest village I think I've ever found there behind me. By looted, I mean checked it out. It literally had nothing. Maybe a few bells. I didn't grab them though. But let's head back home because 35, I should be able to... Well, I'll probably find the 10 I need on my way home. I just realized I'm almost like 3,000 blocks away from my home. Okay, great. I got a little carried away. On my way back home, I had a slight thought that I don't have enough sugarcane, and it looks like it. I should have grabbed sugarcane on my way. Well, I gotta wait for one more harvest, then I will have enough, but yeah, that's a bit of waiting. I should have grabbed it. I ran past so much. I'm just doing some wood gathering, and it's taken so long. But I do need a few more strip jungle logs. So if I just craft these down and create ourselves a cutting board, throw this on here, I should be able to get some bark. Yes. And the bark can turn into paper. A little more expensive, but I do need, yeah, another 32 here. So this should give me the bark or the paper I need. Let's see. This turns into 22 paper, which I think is just shy of what I need. Did I put... Oh, yeah, I did put the leather away. Let's see. Yeah, I need one more. Okay. Boom. And our final book. Crafting up our enchanting table itself. Great. Now, I guess I'll use the jungle. Yeah, that's enough. I'll figure out a spot for this eventually, but for now, let's just put it on my front lawn, which isn't really a lawn, but this place. Yep. And what's our first trade? Efficiency 3. Yeah, that's gonna be a hard pass. What I actually think I'm going to do here is, let's see, let's craft up an axe and a shovel, and we can actually craft another pickaxe. Since I have 42 levels, I don't really want to waste them on one level trades. What do we need the most? Maybe an axe? Okay, just efficiency, that's all right. I'm breaking. Throw that on the shovel and pray. Yes, okay, come on, fortune. Right, let's do efficiency and fortune 2. Okay, if we don't get anything, that's something at least. And do we risk it? I don't think so. Okay, only one more attempt here. Fortune 3. Oh, okay, we got fortune 2. I will take that. At least definitely take some diamond tools. So with our brand new tools and fortune 2, I headed back into the mines to hopefully get the last minerals I needed to finish off the railway. Definitely a good little haul here for 30 minutes, and only with fortune 2, we even got ourselves 19 diamonds. And this will be enough to actually upgrade our gear a little bit and get ourselves some diamond armor. Spanning down the rails now, and I've got a few over and so much more gold. Gather up a bit of deep state, but let's head back up because we've got a lot of material gathering to do for the rest of this mine. Oh, hello. I've already done a bit of material gathering here, but we still have quite a lot to do. And the first thing I want to get my hands on is mud. Now, do I have any access to mud yet? Now, have I found a mangrove swamp yet? No, I haven't. So we've got to use glass bottles for this. And if we just head down towards the ocean, I've got to get 2 stacks of mud. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Mining all of these mud pieces up. This should be 2 stacks of mud. Oh, this is bad. I don't have enough wheat. Oh, I need to make a wheat field. For now, let's just get something a little temporary in down here. And we'll move this into a proper field eventually. I just need to get another 32 wheat. Oh, God. I was doing some material gathering and I stepped on the saw and I was at half a heart. Oh, my God. Okay, I'm installing an off switch for that. Oh, my God. That was way too close. I also never finished it. Okay, that was so scary. I was on half a heart. Had I not made the diamond armor earlier, I would have died there. Oh my God. But after that close death, I've continued grabbing up blocks and I have now like 5 barrels full of blocks. But I need more. I need more. Luckily, I can get most of them by heading out to the Dark Oak Forest as I need a bunch of Dark Oak blocks. And it's also just crossed my mind, I need Silk Touch on a tool. Because there is no way to craft mushroom blocks, right? Nope, there is not. And maybe it is worth to re-enchant our axe. Right, let's disenchant that at least. Fortune 3. Okay, we've got to go for that. And I think we'll just try to roll for a Silk Touch here. Come on. Let's send it. Oh, we got it. Okay. What a better... Oh, that's such a better axe. Oh, I'm so surprised. Off to the Dark Oak Forest we have on the horse, which we still have to name. Don't you worry, I have a really good name coming. Now, I don't need much from here as I don't really want to stay. But I do need to grab up a bit more rooted dirt, as I want to use a bit of this in some walls later on. And that should be enough. Now, let's head up to the Dark Oak Forest. And chopping mushrooms is exactly how I died in my last hardcore world. So, yeah, this is going to feel great doing it all over again. Now we need to cut down 1 tree here just normally, and now I want to do 1 more, and I didn't bring another axe, but I want to do 1 more and just strip it down as I go. And just about enough. Now for some brown mushrooms. Where are they? Hello? There's like none. This is just rude. Oh, there's a few over here. One of these was almost just as much as I needed, but I do need to cut down a second one as it was like 1 or 2 short. And now I'll have an abundance. Arriving back home where I've already crafted down our dark oak. So let's go ahead and throw that into our box along with the rooted dirt and brown mushroom. Now there's only 1 item I still need, and that's my packed mud. And I have 53 of it. I need 11 more because I need to save this 1 stack. Turn those into bricks and those into walls. And yeah, I need about a stack of walls as well. Oh, great. So close. And let me guess, this is not grown. No, it is not grown. And I'm all out of bone meal, so let's see if we can kill a few skeletons and maybe we can get our hands on those 11 last hay. $16 bones here should definitely be enough to get ourselves our little wheat we need. As yeah, basically one of these gives us 1. Maybe we need 2 on some of these. Something I rarely do is build a wheat farm in worlds, and I think this is one of those worlds where I'm gonna be early on doing that, but not quite yet. So let's craft up our last packed mud, turning those into mud bricks and those into walls, and we have everything that we're gonna need. For now, there's still a few blocks that we'll go and get in a little bit, but I moved everything we've got already so that we can start building. First part of this build, I already know exactly what I want to do with, as I want to copy over the build style and palette from the starter base, extending up some walls and adding in details as I go up. The only part different is the fact that I added in calcite and switched up the chimney blocks. Oh, doesn't it look great? It's half a building. Yeah, this side is really completed. Right, we should probably get to work on that. But before we do that, let's bring out a bit of our oak, and I want to create a little balcony. Using a bit of scaffolding, let's get ourselves up here, and starting at that pillar, let's bring out one of those. And I want to bring this out 3 blocks. Then in between here, we can do some planks until we get over to this point where I need to jump down again, and temporary block, and then this is gonna go out and in all the way out here, and then we bring out some slabs right at the end, planks, and some stairs. Let's see, how do we do this? We'll do a stair here, stair there, and one more oak slab, and then we'll need to extend this out as well. 2 blocks out and an upside down, and then finishing that off with some slabs. Before we work on encasing this, let's just go in for a little bit of details here, where I want to add in a few tables, almost like the workers could sit up here and maybe eat lunch or be on their break. Now, I haven't been able to get in candles, which I'd love up there, but for now, let's just bring out an allium, and that will have to be enough. And in the future, maybe I can add some candles to a little shelf I added in. I'll just place that over here just so it looks like something's happening up here, because, well, I don't plan on adding any details to this room, for example. I'm not even gonna add a way up, but don't tell anyone. But by making a few balconies like this and then decorating those, it still seems like there's something happening up here, which makes the build feel more alive. We'll connect these up here as well with some spruce just to vary it a bit. This one will send out 2 blocks, and then I want to get on top of this, send the fence gate this way, and then we'll do a fence just to vary it a bit. Spruce slabs out in front as a little barrier, because we do need a roof on this awning. We'll go in with some tiles in front of this as the main roof block, which we continue up. And if I can, how do I get down from here, guys? Maybe, okay, not like that. Some feather falling might not be a bad idea to invest in, but I won't be going for that right now. Adding this on adds a lot, although it's still very much not connected to anything. So let's work on that. Since I'm missing the blocks for the main walls for the main structure, I'm gonna add in the foundation at least so that we can see where it kind of goes. Where I want to work in some deep slate at the edges, and then run in with our normal deep slate, not the cobbled variant, for the rest. And oh boy, hopefully I've made enough, because I might misplace some of these. If you're wondering why the floor is a cheese right now, I want to add in a few ore piles in here, and I want some ore in the floor. That's why I went with the andesite, but I don't have silk touch. I can't get ore blocks. Now I want to use this really cool technique here, where if you place these sideways, you get a slightly different texture, and I just love that. It's a little tedious to do, but it looks really good. Foundation here looks great, and before we go and get the blocks, I want to work on this side. I still can't believe how much of a mess this looks like. And first part of that is definitely going to be our floor here, extending in some cobblestone this time, just to have a little variation on all of the floors. Then over in this area, I actually want to continue the cobblestone a bit, but also bring in our tough blocks, as this is going to be a little foundation for the entrance. To start our walls, we'll continue with the tough, but then quickly switch over to using andesite, which I got to bring out, and then stone to help fill that out and make it a little less boring and one lucky. So let's build the walls up a bit. Added in some details, and I want to fix the bottom part where copycat panels and andesite bars. I think we should hop into the inside, as I want to add these in down here with a little more fortified section, and then some copycats on the inside of that to make it look even more fortified. Honestly, I don't know why this part is so protected while the front is completely open, right there. But hey, yeah, maybe the bandits are coming from this direction all the time and they just decided to fortify it here, but I think it looks really cool from the outside. Okay, now we can actually go and get the blocks we need for the main walls. But before we do that, I do want to give our horse a name, and oh, the horse isn't even here. Now, name tag, there we go. And the suggestion comes in from a guy named Tizer, I'm pretty sure, and he suggested that I name it Buckle. And I don't know, I kind of like Buckle. So I got it back, and here we have Buckle now. Oh, aren't you pretty? Let's head out and get that clay we needed. Now, I'm going to need around 3.5 stacks of bricks, so I need a bunch of clay for that. Hopefully there is enough in this little area here. all of that clay, smelt it up, and now we can craft it up into bricks. So I'm going to convert 32 of these into brick stairs for now, and that should be enough. Now we'll need a bit more granite, and we need a bunch more dripstone. So let's head down into our cave. I'm loving having horse stables in the mines because it means I can just travel over here super quickly, hop in the minecart, and then go down. We'll quickly stop here at the iron level where I need the granite. That should be enough. Let's head down and get over to our dripstone, where I'm realizing now that I forgot torches. Oh! Okay, surprise skeleton. No creepers raining on me, I hope. But here we have a dripstone pillar, so we don't actually have to go too far away from my lit up area, luckily. And we needed about 1.5 stacks, which we've got, so I will stop mining. Back up at the top, I don't have my mine storage quite built yet, so I'm just gonna throw our mining goods in this box here and keep the box we actually need. Crafting these down into polished. So let's get started here on these next couple of walls. And I really want these walls to add in a little more interest into the shape of this build and really mix it up a bit. I think I've managed to start that shape off by extending this section out, and then I want to bring this wall up here in the middle as well and create yet another section. So let's see here if we can start working on that right here. I'm going to keep this wall a little open here to see what I do with it in the future, but let's bring this over here, connecting that up. As we continue up here, let's try and close these off, but I'm missing a granite stair. Did I drop it? Oh, guess I'll just use brick then. Just attempting here to kind of close this area off. And I want to bring in a door, which I don't have on me. I'll have to get up here in a little bit then. And just finishing the last little bit of that up. Where again, I need to find my way down from this height without taking fall damage. Perfect. Stepping back from this now, and yes, that looks so much better now that we actually have something supporting that part of the build. Obviously it lacks a bunch of details, but it's fine, we'll get to it. Inside still looks a little messy with this giant hole, so let's look at improving that next, where I've already added in this floor area. Like I've already said, I'm probably not going to be making an interior up here, but we will be adding in a tower. And this is where the packed mud and the mushroom blocks we gathered up earlier is going to be coming into use. Where I've now reached the point where our windows are going to go and a good feel for the palette, so continuing it up. Right, got the top of the tower added in up there, and I want to get some decorations. I also realize I haven't done those yet, but I need some ladders to... Oh, don't mind the holes in the walls. They're gonna stay there for a bit. I need to sleep first. But I need to go and get a few more blocks, mainly all of this copper here on the ground. And I think I mentioned it earlier that I wanted to use a golden bell at the top, but when I thought about it, gold is maybe a little too expensive for them to use as their bell tower and bell, so I want to use the oxidized copper as it feels like a more accessible resource to them. Not sure if this 18 is going to be enough, but I think so. I'm gonna grab the 17 I have in here just in case, but I do want to grab some iron, and let's see, let's craft down maybe about that much, and then we can craft that into big chains. We only need about 6 maybe, and then I should have a little bit of jungle laying around here that I can turn into sticks, and some ladders to get up in the tower because that feels worth it. Oh, I'm loving how this build is coming together. Oh, I can't wait to see all the roofs in. Up my little temporary path through this wall, and then we'll just do a little ladder here on the side. Let's extend that in just to feel a little more safe up here. There we go. We'll hide a torch in there, and let's get our jungle support out on the sides right here just to make this archway a little bigger. And of course I want to keep all of this open as my kind of plan for this bell. Obviously it would ring at some crucial times a day, like every hour or something like that, or maybe instead it's used more as a way to tell all of the miners your shift is over, or break time, etc. And it could also just be a little reminder for the valley in a whole. Some lore behind it. I don't know. Let me know what you think it's used for in the comments. For the bell itself, I don't really want to do anything super special, but let's just get some oxidized copper in around the scaffolding here. I want it to be pretty big, so I'm probably going to make it something like this, connecting that up, and then the big chain. Now, of course, this needs to be connected to a roof, But I'll do the roof a little later. I don't really feel like it right now. Am I procrastinating doing the tower roof? No, I wouldn't say I am. I'm just prioritizing other things. Help. So let's procrastinate with, I mean, let's build this roof as not a distraction. Just want to do that now. It just feels like the only next thing I could do in this build. Nothing else. Nope. Now to complete these roofs, I just like to add in some spruce seats across the top here. Going all the way there and then dropping down to here and also adding them in just to kind of top the roof up. And then the little block as well for some support. Next up, I've already got all my chimney blocks on me, so we should probably start working on extending that up. Finishing that up with these blocks right here. Actually, let's move this one. Then bringing out our chutes and no campfires on this one, as we'll just put some diorite slabs on that. Sweet. Now, just to see how can I cast, I mean, we need windows. Yeah, do I have glass? Nope. Okay, let's go get that then. Now, if my calculations are correct, I need about 48 pieces of glass. That's 46. Oh, come on. Why so close? Oh, actually, I can wash these down. Okay, good. Now, I'm gonna need about 3 pieces of cyan dye, and I think I have, yes, I have ferns. Okay, we'll use that, and we'll use some lapis plus bone meal. We just throw the ferns in that barrel, pop downstairs, and we have some green dye, where we craft that into cyan dye, and then we also craft a little bit of light blue. Half of this goes into light blue, and the other half goes into cyan. Yeah. If anyone want to know, I'm currently at day 77. I was gonna say at day 50. I completely forgot. I was gonna say at day 75. Also forgot that. We're day 77 now. And ooh, this wall is super flat, but I've got no idea what I want to put here. Maybe like a boiler or something like that. I actually don't know. If you got any suggestions, let me know down below, because I'd love to hear your input. To actually get the windows in here, I want to use a tough stairs, and not place those as temporary blocks. We'll place a tough stair. Can I... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Perfect temporary blocks. Flower pots. Oh, yeah. Place these down, as then we can place them behind there and not have them sticking out into the room. Then we just get a little bit of that and a little bit of cyan in there. I will not lie. I miss my chipped windows, but I will survive. Final window. Just gotta add in the details on the outside of this one. And throw in a flower pot up here. Can I reach it? Okay, not if I do it like that. Got it. I've added in a bit of a floor here, and I think I know what I want to do in this area. But I need to run over to the starter base to get a few things. Where I want to pack up my enchanting setup. Moving it over and into our mining building instead. I think we'll fit in great here. First time in a while I've actually had a proper spot for my enchanting setup early on. As for an interior up here for the rest, I've got no idea really what I want to do. I think in the future I want to turn this area here into a like ingot smelted processed ores storage, but there's no blacksmith yet. All of those things are things that will be in the second part of this project, which will happen in the future, where we actually make a quarry, maybe a blacksmith, a bigger storage for stone and its stuff. Not quite sure exactly what I want to do during that project, but I think it's gonna be fun. So maybe I'll come back in here and add in an interior as well. For now, I'd just like to add in some doors and make it a little more safe for me. And maybe we can change this out for a ladder to actually get to the third floor, I guess it is. This door can be open, just doing something like this, and we might grab some steps. Oh yeah, we'll grab 2 pieces of andesite because I don't have any diorites, and just slap those in right here on the corners. And to match the starter base even more, let's add in a crane, because well, I wouldn't want to be pulling up the ingots from the stairs. Go out to here, add in our one of those, and then how many chains do I have over if I do that? Eventually we'll get something hooked onto that, but like I said, I don't know what I want to store up there, so it's just going to be empty for now. Now I've been planning to do a little redstone system in here. Actually, there's no redstone involved, but a little storage for my mining adventures. But I have made a realization. I wanted to use a bubble elevator to bring all the items up. I don't have soul sand and no way of getting it until I travel to the nether, which I won't be doing today. So I'll have to update it in the next episode when I do. But I wanted to be brought up here. And I'm just gonna dig straight down and hope for the best. I'm actually gonna... Oh, I don't have my water on me. Too late. Right. No caves, please. Really shouldn't be doing this. So far, so good. Right, down to the deep state, I think. Oh, landed right on the torch. Okay, great. Now, if we just break that like so, and we flow some water down here, we will fix it up in the next... Oh, right. The carts are at the top. I should have sent down the carts. Gotta walk all the way up. Should have thought about this. Now I can finish doing my redstone things that isn't redstone. Yeah. Just a couple of chests and some hoppers. Bring in some spruce trapdoors on the side right here, and then some oak at the top to encase our water eventually. If I place that there, yep, it's gonna flow down, and I can use some kelp and a soul sand at the bottom, and that's all gonna pop up. We'll add in a little cap to it, and it's gonna flow into my chests, and I won't have to head up too often if I'm down there mining. I've added in the few more details I can at the moment. I'll just get the ore in later, and what else will I want in here? Well, the water, of course, and get all of this functional, but for now, I think it looks okay enough. The outside, however, is not looking clean enough, so spending some time to add in some coarse dirt paths and fixing the terrain slightly. Where I've now got a pathway leading back to the starter base, but it's very empty right now. So did anyone say fields? I did. I sure did. And I've been testing out a couple of different leaves for these, but I do think I like acacia the most. So I just gotta chop this down. There should hopefully be enough leaves, and let's see if we can craft up a couple of spruce fences, as this is a great support block for them, and I don't have any sweetberry bushes, which I usually include. Then let's see, I've got some potatoes, I've got 1 carrot, and I've got a few wheat seeds. I'd like to get 3 fields in just to prepare a little bit for next episode, where I want to expand on this farming idea, even bring in the first automatic farms in this world. I bet you can never guess what they are though. Okay, well, it looks like we can at least get a fully planted wheat field, not carrots or potatoes though. So to start the fields off, I want to plot out the shape using our leaves. I want to try using a new block to hide my water sources, and that's going to be some dark oak slabs, as I saw her, Lesson Moon, I think, using that, and it looked really good because it matches that color quite well. Still, go on. It'll take a while to do all of this. Finishing up the final field, and I've already planted the 2 others as they need a head start on growing my very empty carrot field there. But hopefully I'll be able to fill out this wheat one. Oh, we may just have not enough. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit of bone meal and our wheat field is growing. Now I just want to come in with a few small changes. Let's do a little opening and we'll incorporate some spruce fences and just go up and down a little bit in a few areas just to add in a little bit of variation to the hedge around it. Well, now our fields are completed, at least as far as I can do them right now, as we just need to wait for the crops to grow. And I think I procrastinated far too much, so I popped up to the tower top and added in the roof. Turning some shaders on here, and the mine building looks so good. Looking at it from a few other angles as well, I'm really happy with this build. I've been trying to step out a little bit of my comfort zone with these builds in this world so far, and I am loving it. And oh, this is so cool as well. With the soul lanterns in here later, we can get this without the shaders. But if we come through and look out the back here, obviously this project is not done yet. But like I said during the intro, this is a 2-part project where I eventually want to turn this forest here behind me into the actual mine itself. This is just the main building for it, as we've now got the perfect place for ourselves to go and mine. So thank you so very much for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Oh, and also before I go, thank you so much for 50k. We are halfway to 100,000 and it is insane to me.